We turn now to Safe KC, our commitment to bring you stories of solutions to crime in our community.
Deciding how to deploy hundreds of police officers is no easy task, and it comes with many pieces to the puzzle.
So one of those is the number of times officers respond to an address. Photo and Action reporter Kat Reed has a look at the data they use to keep you safe.
Last year, officers responded to this Greyhound bus station on Troost 841 times. That is more than 2 calls a day. We requested the top 10 addresses police responded to in 2018. This data can actually impact how many officers you have in your neighborhood.
We allocate our patrol personnel so that we can respond in a timely manner everywhere across the city.
Sergeant Jake Bakina says division commanders study calls for service.
That is responses from police, so that's not necessarily somebody picking up 911 for an emergency.
A call for service doesn't mean a crime was committed. It includes traffic and medical calls too. The latter rings true for the next address on the list.
I didn't know that we were number 2 until you mentioned that.
There's a big drop-off from number 1 to 2. The bus station had more than 800 calls, while City Union Mission had 475 in 2018. Executive Director Dan Doty attributes call volume to mental health and substance abuse issues. The shelter has its own security, but there are times they have to call police.
Sometimes it's drug-related, and people are just out of their minds. And so it's not safe.
Medical calls are also common just a couple blocks away at Restart, which is also on the list.
So they often come in with untreated, undiagnosed medical conditions.
Another trend in the data, Walmart, with 3 stores in the top 10.
These are the solar panels.
The company says it's reducing calls by investing in training and technology, like a device called Lot Cop.
This is a secure area. Please move away.
If there's an incident in the lot, we can actually remote out and use our speakers, our state-of-the-art cameras, strobe lights, and it's really more of a preventative measure.
In some cases, the list reflects how many people come through on a daily basis. Like Union Station, which gets 2 million visitors annually. It averaged less than 1 call a day.
We hire off-duty policemen when we have to raise the numbers on the weekends, such as celebration at the station. Safety and health and welfare is vitally important.
Union Station ranked lower on the list than this apartment complex on 71 Highway. It has 200 units, but 351 calls. The property manager for Cloverleaf Apartments says most appear to be domestic issues, but it's hard to pin down who exactly is calling and why. KCPD can help with that.
If there's someplace that we are getting called a lot to, then we want to look at why that is. Is there something we can do to get at the root cause of that?
Specialized officers work with businesses to prevent crime through design. It's simple things like making sure bushes are trimmed back or even adding some more lighting.
They're trained in crime reduction strategies to try to help prevent things that draw our services.
Regardless of where locations rank on the list, they're all thankful KCPD uses the data to keep everyone safe.
You know, utilizing that data to put more resources where the calls are and keep those call times down, is really important to the safety of our entire community.
Reporting in Kansas City, Kat Reed, 41 Action News.
As always, if you know someone working to make Kansas City safer, we want to hear about it. Tell us about it. We could share their story. Just send us an email, safekc@kshb.com.